It is the amazing gift that you have, and that's what makes you more powerful than any other creature on earth is your mind, your ability to think, your ability to create. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Brett Summers Show. It is, I don't know what day you're watching this, but for us, it's Saturday. We film all our shows on one day, and today is going to be an awesome show because it's all about you. Today, I want to teach you the 10 things that I know about you. And what brought me to this is pretty simple. Right now, everyone's having to stay at home. The gyms aren't open. You're not able to go to the school weight room, the college weight room. You're not even able to come to the Top Shop. And I know that's disheartening. And I know that that could potentially affect people's health. But I wanted to take a minute and just kind of be your coach, be your leader, which is really what I think that a great coach is. And I wanted to touch on a few things. I think a great coach is not someone who just supplies you with a workout or with an exercise. Yeah, that's part of what we do. The great ones out there, the ones who really want to help people and lead people, but that's not all we do. I think a great coach helps you improve your entire life. They lead you, they mentor you, and they hold you accountable. They hold your feet to the fire, so to speak. And I think right now that's what we need more than anything. I don't think that you guys out there really need me to be a glorified aerobics instructor. I don't think you need me to be Richard Simmons. We toyed with the idea. Britt actually, I told her I'm doing it every 3 days a week. I'm going to go through a workout. And you know what? To be honest, I would just hate it. I thought about it. I was like, Britt made she made the graphic design, Sweat with Brett. We're going to get on Zoom and do that. I don't think that's what people need, and I'll kind of go into that now. So, a few questions for you. When was the last time you sat down with someone who helped you work through a problem? Or when was the last time that you had someone help you figure some things out about yourself? And then the last question is, when was the last time you had someone focus 100% on helping you reach one of your goals? I ask all those things because that's what I'm used to doing on a regular basis for other people. That's what we do at Topline. It's not so much about the boot camp workout or the athlete training sessions or the private training. It's about sitting down with people and getting to understand what your goals are and what you want to accomplish, and then helping you do that and encouraging you on the way, and then showing you how to get there as fast as possible. So today I wanted to break down 10 things I know about you as a reminder, because these are the things I would be saying to you if you were my client, which is really what I'm hoping for in the future. If you're hearing this or you're watching this, I want to be your coach, whether you're looking to improve your business or whether you're improving your health or your lifestyle, your athletics career. I want to coach you. And here's some of those things that I'd be saying to someone that I'm working with. And I know they're probably true about you if they're true for my clientele. So here's what I got. 10 things I know about you. Again, that's the mission today. We're not focused on Brett Summers. We're not focused on what I need or what objectives I have. We're focused 100% all eyes on you. The first thing I know about you is you have the most powerful weapon in the world, your mind. It's greater than the elephant's weight. It's greater than the eagle's eyesight. It's greater than the lion and the cheetah's speed and power. It is the amazing gift that you have, and that's what makes you more powerful than any other creature on earth is your mind, your ability to think, your ability to create, your ability to focus. And no matter how maybe you're left-brained or you're right-brained, it doesn't matter how you're wired. What matters is you have that mind and that you can do great things. So right off the bat, you have the most powerful weapon in the world, and that sets you apart from everybody else because you are uniquely you. So the second thing on the list, the 10 things I know about you, you have the potential to change. Remember that. So no matter where you are right now, maybe you're stressed, pressured, no matter what it is, just remember you have the potential to change and create new habits. And that is important to remember, that no matter where you are, you might be at a low point in life, just remember you have that potential to take yourself from the situation you're in now to going to where you want to be in the future. The third thing I know about you is you love something or someone, which means you have passion. So no matter who you are, you love something or someone more than anything. Maybe you love photography. Maybe you love your children. Maybe you love your grandparents. Maybe you love your neighbor. Maybe you love your clients like I do. Maybe you love strength and conditioning and you love coaching athletes. No matter what it is, you have a passion, and it's your job to use that secret weapon of yours, your mind, to find and hone in on your passions so that you can work on those things every day, whether it be recreational or whether it be your actual job. You need to be able to find those passions and play with them a little bit every day. Now, kind of the opposite of that, you despise something, right? So I think that sounds negative, but we all have a fight in us, right? Like when I started Top Line, I despise these carpet and chrome gyms that want to get 8,000 members who pay them 10 or 20 or 60 bucks a month and never come in and never get results. And they had the crappy equipment that was cheap and the machines where they would just put people on it and you just sit there and you don't know what the heck you're doing. And at the end of the day, you don't get in shape. You don't get any better. I despise that. So I created Top Line to go against that. You know what else I despise? I despised bad leaders. Leaders who don't walk the walk, leaders who don't talk the talk, leaders who actually they do talk the talk, they just don't walk the walk. But I didn't like leaders who would tell me, Brett, you got to do this and you got to be a leader and you got to do this. And then they didn't show me, right? And we'll get into that in a later episode this week. But I really had some things I didn't like, and that forced me to want to take action on the things that I thought I could change. So whatever you despise, that thing that you want to fight against, right? We saw Colin Kaepernick do this in the NFL. He didn't like what was going on in the world, so he decided to try and fight against something. That was his cause. That was his purpose. Martin Luther King, same concept, right? Now, I'm not saying that everyone has that and they're going to be in that realm, but again, just like me, there might be something that you wish you could change, and that might drive you in life. So think about that. The next thing I know about you is you're one of a kind. I know I touched on it earlier, but you're unique. There's only one of you, right? Now, you may have some similar traits as me or Britt or the next person, but at the end of the day, you're just you. There's only one of you, one of one. And I think that's so important to remember. And sometimes when you're down in the dumps and you're a little stressed out, you forget how awesome you truly are. Now, does that mean you don't have some downside? Sure. But what I'm trying to get you to remember is there's only one of you. You're awesome. There's a lot of potential and power in you, and it's time to unlock that, especially right now when you have a little extra time on your hands. Realize what your gifts are. Going on to the next thing. Number 6, you are capable of much more. And I think the word that I've tied to that is standards. You're capable of a lot more, and I think you need to right now increase your standards for your life. Maybe you've seen now, you've went through this challenge everyone is going through, and you're butting up against some issues that you don't ever want to face again. I think it's time to raise your standard. Raise your standard on your health, raise your standard on your wealth, and some of those areas of your life that, you know what, you are capable of doing something. You don't have to settle. I think settling and mediocrity is one of the worst things in the world. So I don't want you to settle, and I want you to know that it's time to raise your standard, and remember that you can raise your standard. You're not stuck. You're not where you are for the rest of your life. If you're injured, you can get healthy. If you're broke, you can become wealthy. You know what I mean? Just like one of those things, if you're single and you really want the relationship, there's ways to get there, and there's ways to make yourself prepared for that day when it does come. So raise your standard, and I know you can raise your standard. Number 7, you have a major roadblock, right? Now, as a coach, my job is not to sit here and paint some pie in the sky image for you to think that you can do everything and everything's possible and just be delusional. My job is to get you to realize that there's reality. And in reality, we all have a major roadblock. Most of us, let's be honest, including you, we probably have a few roadblocks, a few habits, a few thought processes that we go through on a regular basis, a few stories that we tell ourselves every day. And it's your job to pinpoint all of those roadblocks so that you can do the one word I attached to this. You can make progress. You can't make progress until you start to eliminate those roadblocks. If this computer is sitting right in front of me and I never move it, I can't get past it. I can't get past it until I remove that roadblock and I open up the bridge so I can cross it. And that's what I want you guys to know is, while you have all of these gifts, the mind, you can change habits, you have passion, you have things you want to fight against, until you remove those roadblocks. Maybe it's a bad relationship. Maybe it's you're a little overweight right now and you want more energy. Whatever it is, you have to remove that, because we all have them, and that includes you. Now, number 8, you are not what they say or think about you. Who's they? I don't know. It could be followers on social media. It could be coworkers, teammates, family members. What they say you are is not what you are. You can do what you want to do. You can be who you want to be. And opinions, which is the word I tied to this one, opinions are not going to hold you back anymore. I don't want you to allow them to hold you back, because no matter what anyone else says about you, you're in control of you. They aren't, right? Unless you allow them to. So don't let the opinions of others guide and misdirect your life. And the last 2 we got here are pretty important. Number 9 is you have hidden gifts. You have hidden talents. You have things inside of you that you don't even know that you have yet. So while you may be gifted in photography right now, maybe you're gifted in videography as well. While you may be gifted in strength and conditioning coaching, maybe you would also be gifted in being a coach for entrepreneurs, right? And I use those as examples because those are things that I've went and said, hey, I love taking pictures, and then I love doing videos, and then I love storytelling. And you kind of expand on each one of these gifts. And I don't like when people allow themselves to only be locked into one thing. My girlfriend and I call this being a slasher, right? Entrepreneur / coach / hairstylist / mentor, whatever it is. Like, don't put yourself into one position, because growth is there. And that's the word that I attached to number 9 is those hidden gifts are going to allow you to grow and expand throughout your life and keep your life interesting. If you do the same thing for 100 years, life's going to get pretty dull and boring. So what you always want to be doing, you don't want to be zapping from one thing to the next. You want to go make those things good. You want to go practice and work at those things, but don't limit yourself to where you are now. Just remember, there's always potential growth inside of you. And the last thing is, you still have time. I don't care how old you are. You might be 50, you might be 60, you might be 10, you might be 9, you might be 22. It doesn't matter what age or what stage of the game you're in. Now is the time to get better. Now is the word that I attach that. Now, right now. It doesn't matter if you're young or old, skinny, heavy, black, white, yellow, green, orange. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what color you are. You have all these things inside of you. We just went through 9 other things. Now is the time to work on those things. Now is the time to improve on those things and expand on who you are. And you know what made me think about this topic is people mean well, but are oftentimes focused on what they need. So as a coach, when I'm talking to you, I can't worry about what my agenda is that day. I'm dead at that point, and you're alive. I actually put that in our handbook for our trainers. You're dead as a coach. It's not about you, it's about your client. And unfortunately, in life, especially right now, everybody's having to worry about themselves, and they're not focused on you. And that's what this video is all about. I want to focus on you today and how you can improve. Another thing that led me to this topic is this. This isn't motivation. This isn't just an encouragement video per se, or some, quick fix, right? Because I know there are some motivationaholics out there, and you guys are just trying to get all fired up. And if I'm not there for 10 minutes, this is a reminder of who you already know you are and who you already know you want to become in the future. So I didn't want to make a video today that would just get people geeked up and light a fire under you. I wanted you to know and be reminded of what you're capable of, and then be able to go carry that out and take action on some of these things in areas you want to improve, and just improve your thinking a little bit. So this is your wake-up call. You're already great, but you could be greater, and that is my job as a coach. My job is not to have people come in that are already successful and then just flip the lights on for them, let them do what they need to do. My job, whether they're an elite athlete and I just need to get them a couple, like 2 or 3% better, or maybe you're just a complete rookie and I got to start from scratch with you. At the end of the day, you have a ton that you're capable of and you're an awesome person, but it's time to take action on some of these things and improve your life. So be encouraged, but also get to work and get to it. Check you on the next couple episodes this week. I think they're going to be awesome, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon. We'll talk on the next episode. See you later.